closing, is there any way, because I know you're an instructor and you have classes that you teach, is there any way that the people can get up with you, man? I'll make sure I put your links in the video.
Yeah, I have a business card. I'll give you the link. I'll give you the business card. The business card has a QR code.
Cool.
And that QR code will direct you to my profile.
We'll put it on the screen.
I am newer. I've only been doing it here and there. I can do private classes. They can be done online as well.
Okay.
The course, what's good about the course is in some courses you can kind of skip through and just answer tests.
Yeah.
This course, you have to stay there for the whole slide until that slide is done.
Yeah.
And there's like usually another instructor in the videos. He goes through the videos and he talks. You can do all of that, and then they're going to give you like a mini certificate, but that one won't give you your CCW. You have to take a live fire range course.
Yeah.
So you have to at least spend an hour with me at a live fire range, and then I can sign you off. But there's way. I mean, if they're not like a Florida audience member, I don't know if I can help them there.
Well, I do know
if they're
that
in Florida, they can come see me. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. So when you get a concealed carry permit, this is my law enforcement days kicking in. That there's a thing called reciprocity, and reciprocity. So like Florida is good in a lot of states. I think it's one of the concealed carry permits. Even though the state of Florida now, if you live here, technically you don't need a concealed carry permit anymore.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
I that's one of the first things I'm honest about when the class starts. Yeah, I honestly, before people even sign up for the class, before you give me any money, I tell you, by the way, you don't really need this, right?
But
there is a reason.
There is a reason. So if you ever travel, if
That's
you ever
one
go
of them.
anywhere, you definitely need that concealed carry permit, because even though concealed carry, what they call constitutional carry, which isn't the same constitutional carry as like where I'm from in Ohio, where you can just open, close,
Open carry,
whatever, conceal. But here, the concealed carry of constitutional carry applies to people in the state, and I believe only residents of the state. But if you are visiting this state and you want to carry concealed, I think you'd have to have a concealed carry permit issued by this state. And also, if you travel to another state that this state has reciprocity to, that is good enough to go and use as well.
So through the USCCA app, they actually have something called the reciprocity map. I
Reciprocity.
said that whole word.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's all
But
good.
they have a map, and as you travel the states, it tells you everything. It's actually really good.
That's awesome.
I have it on my phone. It's a really good app.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So yeah, I'll put your information on the screen though. But go ahead. What you gonna say?
So what I like to tell people, it's a perfect example, and I love it because I bought my father a gun. The years always change. As time's flying, man. I'm young. I bought a gun for my father maybe 5 years ago, right?
Okay. What'd you get him?
It was a Smith and Wesson, a Sccy.
Smith and Wesson Sccy?
Sccy, something.
Oh no, that's not Smith.
That's Smith and Wesson.
That's not Smith.
I'm gonna show you.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a Smith and Wesson, I promise.
A Sccy?
Yeah.
That's not Smith.
Sccy, but I don't know what the numbers are. It's been a long time.
It's not Smith.
I'm gonna show you. I swear.
That's cool. I know
I'm
it's
gonna
not
bring
Smith.
it up.
It's all good.
I'm gonna bring it up. Whatever I bought him, I'll bring up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a Smith and
It's
Wesson.
actually a Sccy is its own company. It's not Smith. So like Smith and Wesson would be like an M&P.
Okay.
Or,
Yeah.
like they used to have Sigma.
I'm gonna find it for you.
Okay.
So I apologize.
SD.
It's been a
SDE
while.
Or SDV. Yeah.
It's been a while. He's never shot it,
Yeah. Okay.
and I've never shot it either.
Yeah,
I take my SIG. I like my SIG. I know there's a lot of lawsuits around the P320 right now too.
Yeah,
a lot of controversy.
I'm not too much of a fan of the P320. The last agency I was with in Virginia, we went from the P229. It was chambered in 357 SIG, which was kind of weird. But we went from that to the P320. Still stayed with SIG, 9mm. I was happy that we went from 357 SIG to 9mm because that was just a high-powered 9mm to me, the 357. To a 9mm that was I mean what everybody else used caliber-wise, but and what I was more accustomed to. But I just wasn't a fan of the 320, man. I'm a Glock guy.
Really?
Yeah, but and all the other agencies around where they all carried Glocks, which was strange to me. Like if we ever got into an issue where we needed to, mutual aid assistance, and I needed to borrow a magazine or something, it just wouldn't happen because we have two different platforms. But go ahead.
So before I get to my perfect example of why you should get a concealed carry.
Yeah.
So I have something. We work with a Glock, Glock 17, and I have the P320.
Okay.
When I qualified, I chose the Glock.
Okay.
And it's funny because the difference between the two weapons, the Glock is lighter, and its draw was the handling was better. So I needed to be. I was on like a shot timer, a shot clock. I had like 3 seconds to make a certain amount of shots. Most of my issues weren't making those shots. It was the draw time.
Yeah.
Man, when I first started, I would draw, I would start aiming, and I would hear beep, beep, and I'd be like, why is that thing beeping twice, man? And they'd be like, you're out of time. And I was like, oh, shit. So that's when I went home. I started doing 50 reps. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, that's 3 seconds? Because if you go to the statewide G license course, what do? They say, all right, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Nah, man, a shot clock is like beep, beep. It doesn't cut you any slack. And I was like, why is that thing always, what is that?
Yeah.
I hadn't even started shooting yet. And they were like, you're out of time. I'm like, fuck. So I actually, and kind of like Call of Duty, have you played Call of Duty?
Yeah.
You know how the different guns have different stats? Mm-hmm. I got to see that because the P320 I'm a lot more accurate with.
Okay.
So when I requalified, those shots were with the P320.
Okay.
But when I qualified, it was with the Glock. I'm a lot more accurate with the P320, but it's heavier.
Okay.
My handling with that is worse.
Okay.
But with the Glock, my draw speed and aim acquisition is way faster. So there's nice little differences there. And I got to see how there's like stats like Call of Duty. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. All right. So
perfect example. Let me get to that real quick.
Shoot.
So I bought my gun, the SCCY, whether it's a Smith and Wesson or not. I swear. Anyway, I bought it for him, and he's never used it. It's been like 5 years.
Okay.
So now you're telling me he can go and take that gun out and conceal carry it. He doesn't know anything about level 1, 2, 3 holsters. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know how to carry it. He doesn't know how to conceal it. He doesn't know what's acceptable, how much printing it's going to cause.
Yeah.
You're telling me he can just go out to Walmart and carry that? Do you really want him out there?
Yeah.
Train him up.
Definitely.
I don't market the classes anymore as getting that license. That's a bonus. I market the classes as get the knowledge, get the training, and take that and apply that to surviving on a daily basis.